Talk Sport. On 1089 and 1053 AM. Hawksbee and Jacobs on Talk Sport.
It's gone 9:32. Don't forget Andy Gray coming up at 10 o'clock here on the Sports Breakfast. 9:32. Tiger after the ball on the left-hand side. 9:32 here on Talk Sport.
Nice for him. He's a very good player, but they're still going to miss a player like Ballack. I think it's going to be 1-1, and I think it's going to be a great game. I think the Germans are going to rise to the occasion.
You think the Germans are going to win it?
Do you think it'll go to pens after 1-1 or?
No, I think Brazil will nick it, actually. But I think after 90 minutes, I think it's going to be 1-1. But I think the Germans are going to rise to the occasion and be a real sort of credit to the nation.
Well, let's see. They're not going to lie down.
I don't think they will.
I do think, I do find this sort of German phobia a bit troubling, actually.
Well, I'm not because I think that I'm not. This is not.
Part
your
of us
second name is Adolf.
No, there's a sneaking part of us that wants to play like them. I've always believed that.
Yeah, there is a reason.
And it is a post-1990 thing.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
We do have a bit of history with them.
Just right, but do you remember when we played them in 1982? There wasn't the same hysteria about the Germans when we played them in the 1982 World Cup as there is now. I do think it's a post-1990 thing. And I grew up in the 70s. I admired Uli Hoeneß and Gerd Muller.
No.
Let's forget all that. In this World Cup, they've limped through.
Yes, they
apart
have.
from
Yes,
Ballack, they've generally been garbage and a bit dull. There we are.
Well, let's give them credit for getting there.
Oli Kahn.
No, he's a brilliant keeper.
It's all work rate. That's what it's all down to.
And this has generally been a World
people
Cup.
say that about you, Jonathan.
Yeah, exactly. No flair, just work rate. Anyway, let's press on.
I mean, I want Brazil to win, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to sit here and slate Germany.
What do you think, Pete, in Nottingham?
I think it's going to be a good game, well, a cracker, because we haven't really seen what you call a classic game in the World Cup all the way through. And I fancy Brazil 4-2, Ronaldo hat-trick.
Wow, that would be good. So, OK, 4-2, says Pete. Talksport, listen at home in the car. There we are. That's the World Cup Falls panel done and dusted. We'll kind of sum things up on Monday when we're back in our usual slot between 4 and 7 here on Talksport. Pete, thanks very much. Enjoy the games. We'll send you a nice prize.
Can't lie, yeah.
No, we will.
I hope Bealsy doesn't sulk too much when we beat him anyway.
Who's your team?
Everton. I mean when I beat in the Bulls panel.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you beat him.
Yeah. Not with 4-2, I'm afraid you won't. But
you never know. Oh, you never know.
Famous last words.
I'll give you a call on Monday.
Yeah, you can.
Do you think it's going to be 4-2 in the final?
I do indeed, yeah.
6 goals. Has there ever been 6 goals in a World Cup final?
Oh, Jonathan.
Well, apart from
1966.
Yeah.
4-2. Has there ever been 6 goals?
You know what I mean?
58.
There's got to be some goals on Saturday.
I don't think there'll be 6 because it hasn't been a high-scoring tournament.
No, I know, but there's got to be something happening.
Pete has qualified that. He thinks it's going to be a good one.
Hey, Bealsy, let's not forget the Intertoto that's taking place, of course, this weekend. Some cracking games. We've got
Who's in it?
Zalgiris Vilnius. They're the kind of Manchester City of Vilnius in Lithuania. They're playing Kishpest Honved, which is Ferenc Puskas's old club. So it's a big game, that.
Yeah.
So,
the English teams,
and a great Russian player, Ferenc Puskás. As we'll hear later on, yeah.
There's a great game between St. Julier. I think they're Swiss. And they're playing Coleraine from Northern Ireland.
That's
right. Really, you know.
And if you're not doing anything tomorrow at 6:30, there's Moadon Sport Ashdod versus the soul singer from just outside Bratislava, I think, FC Bobby Bruno. They're called Bobby Bruno. Don't you think
I've seen them play. I've seen them play against Bohemians of Prague.
I've seen them play against Sparta Prague. There we are. What a small world we live in.
It's like the rough guard of European football.
Giles, we'll see you next week, no doubt. Although you're going off to Canada. We're going fishing.
You're going to Canada, Giles? It's week on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm going off to Canada for 2.5 weeks. So I'm obviously quite buoyant at the moment.
What are you doing then? What are you doing over there?
Harry's allowed me away. I'm visiting. I've got some relatives. I've got an uncle in Montreal.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go to Quebec. Yeah. And then I saw the film The Shipping News with Kevin Spacey.
So Cromarty.
Yeah, so I'm going to go to Newfoundland, maybe do a bit of fishing, get some advice from Keith Archer.
Fantastic.
Keith Archer.
Keith Archer, sorry.
You have a cracking time, Giles.
So listen to his show tomorrow, 6 o'clock.
And yes, this is Hawksbee and Jacobs. When we come back, the man that ensured him.